at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Colts 3-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big pickup of 38.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Haskins now off the bootleg. Out to his left. He'll run it. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Haskins looking to throw on first down, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Haskins. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
26, Mike.
Again, it's Haskins. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Ravens first down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the right.
Back to throw again. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Gain of 3.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's just the start, baby!
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1 yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's a quick throw right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, as time expires in the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Won the ball carrier.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you get...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Naheem Hines, the ball.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Check 26, check 26. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Carried by number 31.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now it's Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on 2nd down, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Tackle made at the
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the option. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th? And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Grover Stewart. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This time, Haskins will look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Haskins on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Getting this quickly to Berrios. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
35.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do.
It's now
Calling it with 2:04 left. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle. Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win. Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
4th down, here's Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. Space to run past the 20. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.